Good morning, preschool friends, and welcome back to Storytime Online. This week we are going to start right off with a story written by Karma Wilson and Jane Chapman. It's called Bear Counts. You're going to have to help me out today as we do a little bit of counting, all right? Bear Counts. Mouse and Bear share breakfast, basking in the morning sun. Bear looks up and points, and the bear counts. One sun floating high, one giant dragonfly, one robin in her nest, only one berry left. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? Just one of each of those things. Mouse and Bear see Hare, and Hare calls out, "Howdy do." He is holding yummy fruit, and the bear counts two. Two paws which hold a treat, two apples crisp and sweet, two stumps for perfect chairs, two friends who love to share. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2. 2 apples. Bear hears funny sounds coming from an aspen tree. It's raven, owl, and wren, and the bear counts 3. 3 chums who chitter-chat, 3 funny muskrats, 3 clouds above the trees, 3 bumbling bumblebees. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 3 bees. 1, 2, 3. What's up here? 3 clouds. Bear cries, "Look, it's Badger, Mole, and Gopher by the shore." Badger has his fishing pole, and the bear counts 4. 4 fish splish and splash, 4 geese waddle past, 4 turtles on a log, 4 croaking, hopping frogs. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Can you count along with Bear? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 geese. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 frogs. 1, 2, 3, 4. Mouse squeals, "Let's go swimming!" And in the pond they dive. The friends float in the pond, and the bear counts 5. 5 ducks in the water, 5 lively river otters, 5 lovely lily pads, 5 pinching crawdads. Can you help me count the lily pads? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Numbers, numbers everywhere. Now you can count just like Bear. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can you count some of the animals in this picture? I'm going to hold it up nice and close so that hopefully you can see, and you and your grown-up can count how many rabbits you see, how many bears you see, maybe some other animals that you see. Nice job. Bear counts. All right, you can get out your scarf if you have one. If you don't have one, you actually don't need one for this rhyme. So I'm going to do it the first time without my scarf. So you can do it with me if you want, or you can use your scarf. This is a popcorn rhyme that we've done before. So you put the oil in the pot and let it get hot. You put the popcorn in and begin to grin. Sizzle, 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 pop! So if you have your scarf, you're going to start with it nice and open. All right? You put the oil in the pot and let it get hot. You put the popcorn in and begin to grin. Sizzle, 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 pop! Can we do it one more time? All right. You put the oil in the pot and let it get hot. You put the popcorn in and begin to grin. Sizzle, 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 pop! Nice job. Shake it all out. Get rid of all your wrinkles. All right, and then you can set it right down next to you somewhere. Our next story is called Hilda Must Be Dancing. This is also written by Karma Wilson, but it is illustrated by Suzanne Watts. So we have a different illustrator for this story. Someone else drew the pictures. Hilda Must Be Dancing. Hilda Hippo loved to dance, and so each day she practiced hard. She'd twist and turn and whirl and twirl, dressed in her favorite leotard. She'd spin a pretty pirouette, then leap and land on tippy-toe. She tangoed oh so gracefully and square danced with a do-si-do. And while she danced in utter bliss, it sounded a lot like this. Kabump, kabump, crash, crash, smash! Thumpity bump, boom, bang, bash! The jungle floor would shake and quake, a tidal wave would fill the lake. Her friends would shout, for goodness sake, Hilda must be dancing. They all hoped Hilda's hobby was a stage that would soon pass. But after one loud shaky year, they knew this phase would last and last and last. While Hilda danced flamenco in her favorite pair of heels, bananas fell in gooey heaps, shaken from their peels. Swisha, swisha, clap, clap, jump, jump, jump. Hilda must be dancing, cried the monkeys from the trees. Perhaps she'd take up knitting if we asked her, pretty please. Hilda tried to sit and knit. She did not like it, not one bit. The yarn got tangled, so she quit. I think I'll stick to dancing. She rumba'd and she samba'd in her favorite flowered skirt. She skipped across the crowded plains and kicked up clouds of dirt. Hippa, hippa, bounce, bounce, thump, thump, thump. Hilda must be dancing, said the rhinos in distress. If she'd only take up singing, then she wouldn't make quite a mess. Hilda tried to hum and croon, but she found she couldn't hold a tune. She tired of it very soon. I think I'll stick to dancing. At the water hole she boogied in her favorite disco pants. She muddied up the river and she trampled down the plants. Shake-a, shake-a, boom, boom, bump, bump, bump. Hilda must be dancing, wailed the water buffalo. If she'd only take up swimming, we might get some peace, you know. And so Hilda wallowed by the shore. She'd never felt so grand before. Now here's a hobby I adore. Water ballet dancing. In her favorite two-piece suit, she whirled and twirled with flair, and best of all, the ground stayed still, and she floated light as air. And while she swam and danced in bliss, it sounded quite a lot like this. Kerplop, kerplop, plunk, dunk, swish, clubbity-glub, glubbity-glub, splash, sploosh, swish. A big crowd gathered at the shore. They cheered and clapped and called for more. Her friends cried out, hooray, encore! Hilda, keep on dancing. And so she did. Do you think maybe they'll join her in her dancing? Swisha, swisha, boom, boom, boom. Hilda must be dancing. Thank you for joining me this week for Storytime Online. Just a quick reminder that beginning in April, the week of April 13th actually, we are going to return Preschool Storytime to the building. I believe there are still spaces on both Tuesday and Wednesday mornings at 11:15. So if you're interested in joining us in person, we would love to have you back at the library. We are limiting it at the moment to just preschool story time for kiddos ages 3 to 5 years old, and we are requiring masks for both kids 3 and up and adults. If you have questions, feel free to reach out. If you'd like to register, I would encourage you to call the library at 585-243-0440. We will be continuing online story time through at least the end of June, so don't go anywhere. I'll see you next week.